Why is this one so hard to close? Stop. I'm gonna need some Clorox wipes or something.
Link wants a girlfriend, and he might just get one on this episode of Doki Doki Literature Club. I'm the Game Faerie, and this is the Game Faerie Podcast, where I play great games for on the go. And today we're back with more Literature Club. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. So Link has hunkered down back to his room. His notebook is open and he's working on his poem. Now, I definitely think Monica is probably the most Link's type. She's definitely giving Zelda vibes a little bit with her confidence and wisdom. However, I only see Yori, Natsuki, and Sayori on this page, bouncing in the corner, little chibi versions of each character. So I don't know if we are going to be able to woo Monica with our poem, but I'm just going to write a poem that I think Link would write. So for word number 1, dream, because Link is quite the dreamer, always in his head. Holiday. Anime. You know, Link loves his anime. Number 4, we're going to do clumsy, because we're just a goofy guy in a literature club. 5, let's do fantasy. Headphones. Lazy. 8, vacation. Alone. Chocolate, for those little chocolate pieces on the cat cupcakes Natsuki made. Link really seemed to enjoy those cupcakes. Made me really hungry. Horror, for that one horror book Link claimed to have read. Play. Adventure. Doki Doki. Music. 17. Disarray. Empty. Sunny. And 20 out of 20, imagination. And we have a blank screen. Boom! And we are back at school. Hopefully Link got a restful sleep because we see Monica. Hi again, Link, she says. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Link, Yuri says, that beautiful long purple hair. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Natsuki comes in.
Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room, Monica says.
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga is literature!
Natsuki squeaks. Defeated.
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. Sayori is here.
Link always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with the busy work without me even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room.
How dependable,
Yuri says, her eyes closed, pondering the very dependable Link.
Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so?
Sayori says, sinking down a nervous smile. Guilty.
You two are really good friends, aren't you? Yuri asks. I might be a little jealous.
Ooh, bold of her to say that in front of both Link and Sayori.
How come? You and Link can become good friends too.
Sayori?
Link is silent.
As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she put me into.
Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know?
Wait, Sayori?
And Yuri looks petrified, her mouth crumpled.
Me? Not really.
Don't be shy.
It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Yuri's face is turned to the side, a wave of blush on her face. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do?
I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
Sayori with an apologetic look.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy, no matter what. Is that so?
Yuri looks from sad eyes.
Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be.
All right. Well, here. Da-na-na-na.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
Link holds it over his head as it spins. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. Yuri nervous again.
This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew, Yuri sighs. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting on this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet.
Okay. A black screen and we're back.
Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slump down in the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me. But I'm feeling too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica.
We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to the other clubs though, Sayori says. Well, we can't give up, Monica replies. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. Sayori thinks. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Monica wonders. Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds.
What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously? It's rare to hear her deliberating like this.
Huh? That's a good point, Monica responds. In that case, do you think food will do the trick?
Ooh, Monica, probably. Listen, that's a good idea.
What kind? Sayori's eyes giant, listening in. Well, I guess we could. Cupcakes! Sayori cheers. Good thinking, Monica agrees. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Monica questions. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes at hers then. A confused but sweet expression on Monica's face. I'm hungry, Sayori says. Anyway, I still need to work out the details of the event itself, Monica continues.
I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. So instead, I drain her like a vampire.
I'm kidding, gamers. That was a little ad-lib there. And Link is brought back to reality, Sayori standing inches from his face.
I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair.
And Sayori hops back, closing her big blue eyes. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. Whoa, an intense expression. This isn't the napping club.
Does our school have a napping club?
You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You'll need to get used to it.
Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. Monica!
It's true, though.
Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori.
It's what I do best.
That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you?
Not every day.
That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time?
That's... Sayori looks horrified. It's a secret.
I knew it.
Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt.
I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you.
Eh?
Sayori glances around at herself.
How is it written all over me?
You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here.
Ah!
I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this.
My hair is just really hard to get right. Sayori blushes.
I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's toothpaste on your collar, right here. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger.
But nobody would ever notice that. Sayori continues to blush.
Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really care about that.
Hey, you meanie? A big pout.
And you don't even keep your blazer button up. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet?
Eh?
Link, what the? That's super mean.
Sorry, but you'll thank me later.
Okay, Chad, chill out.
I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind.
Oh!
What is this, gamers?
This is weird. So we see Link's little greedy fingers, his little goblin fingers, buttoning up Sayori's gray blazer, a nervous look fixated on Link. This is so funny.
What is?
Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things.
Eh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid.
It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you?
I guess.
Hey, be careful. The button might come off.
Why is this one so hard to close?
Stop. I'm gonna need some Clorox wipes or something.
I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Whoa. Does this thing even fit you properly?
It did when I bought it.
Sigh. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about?
It means my boobs got bigger again.
Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... Why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that?
But it's so stuffy. Ooh, it's not worth it at all.
Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more.
Phew! That's so much better. Gamers, I was not expecting that. If you're listening on Apple or Spotify, you might have to turn the volume down on that one. My bad.
Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around.
So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right?
What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing?
Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this, she says, a worried look on her face. And you take care of me better than anyone else would, anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned, girl.
Stop saying all these embarrassing things!
I didn't say anything embarrassing.
Jeez! Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier.
Only if you focus on going to bed earlier.
Fine. It's a deal.
I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves.
Yeah, I guess so. Huh.
So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning.
You're doing it again, Sayori.
Oh, but I was drinking that time.
Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica pops in to disrupt this very tense conversation between Link and Sayori. Thank you, Monica. Monica suddenly calls out,
Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Sayori chirps. Link, I can't wait to read yours.
Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to receive her poem.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Monica questions.
Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori sings.
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf paper torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Let's go! Who should I show my poem to first?
And we are gonna choose Monica. Link's Princess Zelda awaits. So let's go.
I should start with Monica. Yesterday, she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in effort.
We see Monica right in front of us. Hi, Link. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear it. She smiles. By the way, one hand on her hip, her other finger pointed. Since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
All right. I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, Monica puts her hands down. Want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
She laughs. Don't worry, Link. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like.
What?
Is that so?
You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common.
Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different.
Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if it shows in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem.
You sure you're not reading into it too much?
I could be. She leans over. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has a kind of gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too?
Yeah, that's totally unexpected.
Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles. But I'll always help you find what suits you the most.
Wow.
So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
See, very Princess Zelda. Well, that's 'cause I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then.
And we see Monica's neatly written letter. It's titled Hole in Wall. It couldn't have been me. See? The direction of sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. So, what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm really not the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performing out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. But I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Monica smiles. Thanks for listening. Ding!
Who should I show my poem to next?
And we have Sayori, Natsuki, and Yuri to show our poem to, but we'll do that on the next episode of Doki Doki Literature Club. I am enjoying this game so far, though that stuff with the buttons was a little, I don't know, gamers. I don't know about that. But I am curious to see what happens in this game because I have not played it. So if you are enjoying this series, make sure to give this video a big old thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to get notified when I upload. And also subscribe to my second channel, which is Game Faerie, where I play traditional style Let's Plays. So I hope you gamers are having a spooky day, a spooky night, and a spooky time. And I will be talking to y'all real soon with some more content. Goodbye, gamers. See ya.